It is summer break, but with time off from school comes a troubling trend. Look at this. AAA says more than 30% of deadly crashes involving teens happen in the 100 days between Memorial Day and Labor Day. Of the 589 crashes in Indiana between 2012 and 2021, about 200 happened over summer break. So Christina Griffiths with AAA Hoosier Motor Club is here with some recommendations for parents to help keep our teens safer.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Now that we just kind of gave everybody anxiety, let's give us some tips to kind of help this. What do parents need to be doing right now?
Yeah, so of course this is a disturbing trend that we're seeing, unfortunately, that keeps happening year after year. And so this is something that the AAA Foundation has been researching to see how much it's increasing, and we're still kind of staying at that 30% number that of the deadly crashes involving teens that happen throughout the year, 30% of them are happening from that time, from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And so of course a lot of it, you can assume it's teens are out of school, they're out driving more, they're with their friends more. But of course there's things that we can do to try and help it. So the biggest thing is just talking to your teens and making sure they're understanding the dangers of distracted driving, making sure they're not on their phones. Be careful of how many other teenagers they have in the car.
That's a big
passengers.
one.
It is. It's another big cause of distracted driving. A lot of times people are just thinking about the phones, and of course that's a big deal too. But the more fellow teenage passengers they have in the car, the more that risk goes up too.
The less they may be paying attention to what's going on the road. There's also smartphone blocking technology available, right?
Yeah, there's already, I know a lot of iPhones have it built in where you can have a setting on there that automatically turns on Do Not Disturb whenever you're driving. And your phone can tell when you're moving and in motion, and it can turn that on for you. So we recommend leaving that on, of course, and making sure, again, talk to your teenager, tell them about how important it is to put that setting on. There's also some other apps out there too that are getting even more sophisticated and detailed if you want to put that on your teen's phone and have even a little bit more control over that too.
I mean, we have all been there. We were just those young people. We would be out for the summer. Maybe we just graduated and you have all your friends in a car headed someplace fun in a cute outfit, mind you. And it is just, it's an exciting time, but as a parent, you want them to take it seriously, and you don't want to scare them all the time.
You know, one thing,
information.
so I have a new driver in my home. My daughter just got her license. And one of the things that I'm reminded of is modeling in driving, right? So I need to put the phone down. I need to have the phone not anywhere near me because our kids are watching.
Exactly, yeah, they pick up on all of that and they see that. So that's something else that we always tell parents, make sure you're modeling that, using your seatbelt, not using your phone, putting it on Do Not Disturb, paying attention to the road and not being distracted yourself. And then the other thing too with your teenagers is just making sure they're fully educated too. So we have AAA approved driving schools in the area where we recommend parents go that we've already kind of vetted for you. We know they've got, you know, special certifications, the right insurance coverage. But that's something too that driver's education isn't necessarily required. In Indiana, it delays when you can get your license. You have to wait a little bit longer.
Oh, interesting.
But there's a lot of teenagers out there that aren't doing that formal classroom setting behind the wheel with an instructor necessarily. And so that's something to look into for your teenager as well, to make sure they get more experience and more education.
All right, Christina Griffiths with AAA Hoosier Motor Club, thank you so much for this important reminder for all parents of teens out there.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have that conversation.